Download the BCSN Plus app today.
State semifinal, Central Catholic, they've been there plenty of times, taking on Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, making their first appearance in the state final four. Chilly night in Fostoria. First quarter, after a costly PI penalty on the Irish, Royals inside the 5. Third and goal, Charlie Levac pitches to Wesley Keeler, and for the first time this postseason, Central trailing, point after unsuccessful, so a 6-0 game. Early in the second, Central at the CVCA 30. 4th and 7, going for it. Ali Baydoun feels the pressure and lets it fly. Preston Frizel, the future Notre Dame tight end, makes the grab. Fighting Irish taking a 1-point lead. Later in the second, Royals back in the red zone. Third and goal. Keeler leaks out of the backfield. CVCA goes back up front. We're up 7 at the half. Fourth quarter, Central now down 13. Ali Baydoun banged up. You can see his leg is wrapped up. Arm still good. Hits Jerome Davis the 5th for the 6-pointer. Back to a one-possession game. Central gets the ball back, moving through the air. Now, Jeremiah Fuller held in check on the ground, but wide open on the wheel route. Central back in the end zone. Blake Moody's point after makes it a 21-20 lead under 2 minutes to go. Irish penalties giving the Royals another chance. Final seconds, 29-yard field goal attempt. CVCA missed 2 point afters tonight. Hadn't converted a field goal all season long, and they still haven't. Wide left, Central Catholic survives 21-20. 14 points in the fourth quarter to advance their 4th straight state title game. In that fourth, with his leg bothering him, Baydoun, 6 of 8, 117 yards. Central Catholic moving on.
I don't know. I was kids. That's how he pulled it off. I mean, they made plays. You see some of those plays and catches and throws and scrambles. It was just, I mean, you just talk about kids putting it on the line there. And we always say, you know, it's game's 48 minutes and every point matters. And holy cow, did that live up to every cliche we throw at them?
You know, we made some adjustments at halftime. You know, we wanted to get at the middle of the field, and so that's what we did. You know, it's all really a mental thing, and you know, I'll die for this team. I'll die for my brothers, and you know, it just had to come to me, and so I just had to step up.
Mason Lowry and John Gibson stepping up as they saw an incredible state semifinal victory for Central Catholic.
Well, of course, last week we had what we called the Jeremiah Fuller game over at Clyde, the 280 yards and 5 touchdowns against Rocky River. We're going to remember this as the Ali Baydoun 4th quarter. Tweaked hamstring. We wondered if he was going to be able to continue in the game. Only comes back, despite not being as mobile as he normally is, and throws 2 big 4th quarter touchdowns. That was all guts and all heart.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, that man had every reason to lay down, and like he said, he was not going to do that for his brothers. You know, I criticized earlier in the game him not taking off and running, but
sure,
he had been nursing that hamstring, he told me, coming into the game. So now it makes a lot more sense because we'd seen him run in those situations, but to actually tweak the hamstring, get it taped up, and then go back out there, throw 2 touchdowns to win a state semifinal game, that's the type of stuff that legends are made out of.
It was great to see the adjustments that Central Catholic made offensively as well. It took a very long time for them to get into any kind of rhythm offensively, and what it ultimately took was opening up the playbook a little bit.
Well, when you have a team that's dedicated to stopping the run, sometimes you've got to throw to set up the run. And that's what they saw. You saw that it's like, okay, if you're going to stop the run, we're better than you on the outside. And so you saw Central Catholic use the athletes they have on the outside. Preston Frizel, Victor Singleton came up with a big play there late in the game, and they used their athletes where they had advantages to come up with a W here.
Only the second time all year that this really good CVCA team has had to have their starters in the 4th quarter. They had a game against Lake Catholic in which they won by 7. Here they fall by 1. They have a last-second field goal opportunity, misses wide left, and as a result, Central Catholic moving on to yet another state championship game.
Yet another state championship game, yet another state championship matchup with Bishop Watterson. They got the 41-9 victory over Tip City, so it will be next Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. in Canton Central. Bishop Watterson, take 3.
Tournament Time on BCSN is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice.